Hello everybody, welcome back to a brand new episode of Next Gen SMP. Today we're doing some cool, fun stuff. So, in between episodes, I basically upped this gas turbine controller, making it do a little bit more E11 on here now. So we're producing 5,550 FE a tick at the rate of, well, it's about 1.5 millibucks a tick of syngas. So yeah, we're able to produce enough syngas right now. We might add more mixing chambers and stuff in the future so we can keep up with it, but for now, we're doing fine. So yeah, with 11 turbines on here, we're doing pretty good. That's all going into here. I noticed we were running out of power slowly, so I kind of was like, let's throw some more turbines on there, and we'll definitely be able to keep up with the syngas for now. So we can max out at 550 or 5,500, not 550. But we're only producing like a fourth of that or a 20th of that right now, sometimes less. A reason why we're using up so much power right now is because over in the Factorium building, I have finally reset up our ore, whatever, duplication, because I realized we had a lot of ores kind of packing up in here, so it looks like we've actually finally ran out of that 2,000 some copper. No, never mind, it's all in there still. So it's just taking its time, and if I wanted to, I could probably make this much faster, but I'll also let this do its thing because, yeah, this is a lot, and that gets thrown in there, so it's using up a lot of RF at any one point in time, actually. Which is fine. I understand that. It's not something you can really fix. I also have set up our this is only doing the aluminum and iridium, which that can't be handled over there. This does everything that can't be handled by FTB industrial contraptions. Technically, because we get a little bit more out of it, although it's more power consuming and it's also more it's not as it's slower too, which kind of sucks, but if we want to get a little bit more out of a resource, then we'll spend a little bit of extra time. Now, that being said, I am going to say let's do this episode, right? Last time, I realized we're spending 536 R a tick. I had to throw some more recipes in one of these things in between episodes for just something small. Can't remember what it was. Anyways, 536 FE a tick. That's from this gold crafter, this iron crafter, this iron crafter, this iron crafter, this iron craft. Actually, that's just one crafter, but we have different crafters around here. If I were to cut these guys off, we'd be saving a lot of power. Like, you're taking up 120 FE a tick yourself. So what we can do is we can make it's from a different mod, but it's a refined storage add-on called Reborn Storage. This is called Extra Storage. Reborn Storage allows us to make basically this massive multi-block structure, and I'm just going to mock it up right now. Right? That allows us to store a bunch of recipes in it. A bunch of crafting recipes. Not like, we still have to do the smelting recipes the same way we would have done smelting recipes, but we can do something like this, right? And we can put a certain amount of things in it, and I'll store the recipes first, and then we can just kind of like put recipes in here. So we'll be down from a stack to 31, so we're gonna need at least 33 these frames, I think. So okay, so I put the recipes in there, frames, right? Actually, let's go to @reborn. So we have crafting frames, heat conductors, crafting CPUs, crafting storage, right? So crafting frames are going to be the kind of basic building blocks of everything here. We're going to want like 40 of them to start with. It's going to take up a lot of resources, but you got to be willing to spend money to make money, you know what I'm saying? So are you the neural? No, you're super advanced. You're a different processor than the neural processor. My gosh. That is fine. I was just like, I thought I already had you in there, but you look a little bit different than I remember you doing. That's for this mod. Oof. Okay, so as we're building these frames, I can start building the structure out. Do I want? I'll do it back here in this corner. So again, what we're actually gonna end up literally putting a wire on this. It'll connect, and it'll be like a big multi-block structure in our network. So machine is too small. Yes, it is right now. As of right now, it is not even a full machine. So we do that. We do this. Cool. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yes, 6 times 4. So we need 24 of these heat conductors, right? Start. And we got to fill in the size of heat conductors, right? And then we can let's make 4 crafting CPUs while we're at it. We're missing string. I was going to say, well, let's make 4 of these and 4 of these. So we're missing so we're missing just a little bit of string in the end. Which means we can go kill a spider or two, and hopefully we'll get enough string. Hopefully. There's not really a good way of getting string in this mod pack, sadly. like a good way of getting a ton of string, other than perhaps uh taking the wool from sheep and doing it that way. So the easiest way I've been finding is literally just when we need string, going to kill spiders. We can also make a stole shard for spiders, but like I really don't want to do that. I feel like that's kind of a waste of time, and I mean, in the end probably isn't. But we could also just make a dark room. That's probably going to be what we want to do. Just make a mob spawner. Although we did all the mob spawning stuff last time, we could probably do more generalized. We're not getting anything specific kind of mob spawner. So maybe we'll do that today as well, because that should be a quicker thing to set up with what we have already set up in terms of our infrastructure after we set this up. Okay, cool. So here we go. So we got that. What? Okay, so my phone started going off. It thought I don't know what the heck that was. That's why I said one, just for a second there. I was very perplexed. It was talking about something in biology. We're missing gold. Do we have, let's say we have to have gold. You know what it might be? We might be able to get just a little bit more gold in here. I think, and I'm going to make a wild assumption that this is the case. Yeah, let's do that. And then we'll get a little bit of gold. And we can do to make this even a little bit faster is, as you can see, I spend a lot of time on the server, but it's a lot of AFK time too. So yeah, we're gonna put a little bit more in there, and this should bounce back once power starts heading over here. That just has to kick back into full gear as a result of this kind of going faster. And this shouldn't drop too low. Okay. So we should be able to craft these guys now at Reborn. So we should be able to craft 4 CPUs now. A little bit more gold left over in here. So here's what we can do in the meantime. We can put down these heat conductors at least everywhere possible. And so can fill in. We fill in this side as well, ideally. And crafting storage means how many things of storage we're going to have in here, how many pages of storage, and the crafting CPUs are how many operations we can handle. Theoretically, we might want more storages than CPUs, but I don't think it's necessarily the biggest issue. I think we'll just go for half and half because, in my mind, I don't know much. Well, we can always upgrade it later too. There's also that. So like, it's not like if we decide, we want to make this any bigger, it would be, as long as we have more stuff to put in there, it shouldn't be a problem. So cool. We have this massive multi-block right here. What we want to do is we want to grab some cables for refined storage, of course. And we'll just come on down like so. Oh, I did not know you were a covered block. Let's go and get a cover. I was like, why are you taking a second extra to... So, okay, here it would be. Why are you taking an extra second or so to break? That'd be the case. So, this all hooks up into here, right? And now we can see how much this is taking up per tick. So, per tick, these guys are taking up 10 FE, crafting storage. And the craft, well, we're using up 596 now, so this is much cheaper. The CPUs are taking up 5, the storage are taking up 10, the frames don't take up anything, and the heat conductors don't take up anything. Right, so this is far, far cheaper than these, which means we should just move all our recipes out of these and into that. Now, it was much more costly to make, though. That's the trade-off, so it took much more, to make this than it took to, that's going to take to maintain it. So in the end, yes, these smaller crafters stored us, or did as well for a good amount of time in the beginning, but as you can see, as I'm spamming stuff in here, that is one crafter we already don't need, and that's going to save us a couple, maybe somewhere near around 100 R per tick, if not, maybe 60, somewhere from between 60 and 100, for just, no, I guess we're going down to 5, so it's closer, probably like 60, 80. But we can get rid of these two, right? And just with these two gone, I should put this recipe in there. I didn't realize I missed one. We're sitting down now towards 458. Yep, and we got more to go. Obviously, we aren't able to get rid of some of them, like the ones above the smelters and stuff. And, okay, cool. We're just going. We're going through this, right? And I'm not really organizing them. I'm not really worrying about organizing them. We don't really need to worry about organizing these. Be nicer if they are organized, but like in the end, it doesn't really make all too much of a difference. Oh no, we ran out of space on this page. We can just go on to the next page. We got 4 pages of storage in here. So, you know, it's a good day to be alive. We're making this so much nicer for ourselves in the future. And so much less less wasteful on energy. And you might have to go back and forth between pages. Sometimes it's a little strange. The UI gets a little messed up, but that's fine. As long as it works, it's not going to overwrite anything. I know that for sure. So I've used this before in the past, multiple occasions actually. And each time I have no issue. So, cool. Sometimes you do this thing though, so you can actually throw things in there, because it thinks you're on the first page when you reopen it sometimes, so that's a little annoying, but as long as we're not throwing recipes in there all the time, it will never become an issue. So all we gotta do is get rid of these, and get rid of this. Cool. And grab just 2, that's the wrong kind of cover. We'll grab covers to keep up with that, right? So 1 cover there, 1 cover there. Don't really need to worry about that one. And we are now using 230. So we cut out half. Also half of our RF that's being used on the refined storage system with that. That's bonkers. And that was just with our crafters that were taking up that much power. Holy heck, that's bonkers. Also, by the way, we're up to like 765 diamonds. I am loving that. I wish we had a little bit more gold. Gold is a bit of an issue sometimes right now. Okay. Coolio. Now what we could also do is we can go and grab our crafters that we're not using. At least the gold one. Iron ones I might keep, but the gold one would be a nice one. Because we can go over to here, right? And we can go to our uncrafting table, throw you in there. And, well, 4 blocks of gold for 8 levels. Heck yeah, as well as these neural processors and stuff. So now what I could do is I could just throw, I guess I could throw that right back in there. And now our gold will have a little bit more. We will be a few iron crafters. If we're not using them, we can always uncraft them, but they're not as worthwhile as the other crafters because they're basically an iron block or so with the crafter. And down here I have our iron guy set back up, so every once in a while we're getting a little bit of iron, even if we're not doing it through the other way in the building where it's getting duplicated. I mean the ores, of course. Okay, I guess I'm not going to kill you. Yeah, I think I have a lot of endermen hanging out around my base because of the fact that I think sometimes, occasionally, they somehow escape from the spawner. It's not really anything we could do to stop that, but actually we can. I forgot about this. There's an ender inhibitor. Active, inactive. We want to make one of these. It's going to need an eye of ender. Basically what this guy does is stop the enderman from teleporting, so cool. Now if we wanted to, all we have to do is we got to go over here. We could just do something like this, and endermen in the range of that can't teleport. So now if there's an enderman here, and they want to teleport out of there, for whatever reason, they can't. Cool. Cool. So that's nice. Very, very good. Also, those are ender lilies that grow in there, and every once in a while, I don't know why the delightful dirt does this, and it kind of peeves me. Okay, why can't I get in there? There we go. It's gonna break this because, ouch. It thinks we're, it tries to grow stuff on this, and I really don't want to be on there because then we're not getting as much, whatever out of it. Cool. There we go, so, again, meat and that, and yep, cool. So, next goal on the list. Let's make, so there is mechanical dirt we could do this with, but we don't have a lot of, meat left over from the star crawlers, because we're trying to get those for diamonds. So we're going to end up just using cursed earth. Cursed earth, we need this GM cursed chicken feed to get. So that's going to require experience buckets. So the best way to get experience buckets that I know is to get that experience, or that tank. What is that tank called? XP drain singularity tank. Put that there just temporarily. We'll also get the mob. Grab you, just in case I put too much in there. Grab out my 4 buckets. And we'll stand here. And, okay, that's, looks like it's a few levels per bucket. We can grab about 30 levels worth, and if that's, boom, boom, boom. Oh, all. 1, 2, 3. And 30 levels, where it shouldn't be a terrible amount. We have a lot of levels stored up if you guys haven't realized. There we go, there's another bucket. Another bucket. Okay, cool. So we can do that. Boom, boom. GM cursed chicken feed. Okay. Now all I gotta do is find a chicken that's willing to eat this cursed chicken feed somewhere out there in the world. Hey, Mr. Chickens, where are ye? I just want to give you some tasty food. Oh, there's a chicken over here. I see him on my map. Actually, No. Rotten egg. There we go. Mr. Fox almost got the chicken before I did. Mr. Enderman, give me your pearls. There we go. So this is the same thing as the cursors, except for that, or as the delightful dirt, just a little bit different. Whereas if we were to let this sit in sunlight instead of, blocking it from sunlight, we'd have issues where the dirt would kind of disappear. So we might want to do this at night, or at least we want to do it in an enclosed area. But what we will do is we will do something very similar to this. So, in fact, this might actually not grow stuff on it if we put something over it. So maybe we want to do that. We want to invest in just removing this area over top. Just a thought. Okay, so let's look into glass. How much glass do we got of that variety? We only have A2 connected glass. We're only going to want glass on the front here. Actually, we want tinted glass. Tinted glass. It'll require amethyst. Or, yeah. But we can make the connecting tinted glass from just... Okay, yeah. So let's do this. Because tinted glass doesn't let light through, so... Let me do some good old math here, right? So we have... Actually, we might want something more like this. No, we want something more like this. So we're gonna have 1, 2, 3. 3 times 1, 2, 3. 4, 3 times 7. So 3 times 7 is 21, so at least 21. But maybe less. Okay, amethyst. How do we get amethyst out of shard form? Block of amethyst. Can we turn amethyst... Okay, I thought we had other amethyst. So now I gotta go find amethyst to make this tinted glass work. There's also a dark... It's at Glassential. There is... Oh, it's tinted. Okay, mini utilities also is an option for glass, I think, at mini ethereal glass, dark glass. That's cheaper. Oh, but I need black stained glass, so I want that. Well, I guess I could just do something like that where I need black. We could do this. We get bone meal. This is an option, right? We take you, we turn you into that. Go in there. We do boom, 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 boom. A little bit more. Kind of go wild with this, and then do boom, 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 boom. I don't think there's one there. Oh well. Do this. Get these ones. Okay, cool. Okay. I'm sorry, but no, I can't have this happening. So we'll get rid of the tinted glass. We won't worry about that right now. So now we should be able to make a bunch of black dye. Okay, black. Yeah, we can just do this. Okay, cool. So now we can get black stained glass. And do this as well. Cool. So now that's what we needed. So we can cobblestone. I want to get a lamp. We have a lamp. That's good. Don't know why we have lamps, but that's good. Get a lever just for my sanity. Now we're gonna want a mob masher. Start. We're gonna want 10 of these. We're gonna want 10 of these. And, oh, we're also gonna want, I guess, fans. In this case. Because we're gonna, yeah, because we can't really use the plates if they're spawning on the grass. There's also fan upgrades for their field and their width. So we can do something like this where we do 1, 2, 3. Or that's their width. We could do distance, height. We don't really need to do height. We just need to do. Trying to think distance because we want. How much can a fan? Okay, wherever this guy is, he might need to be killed. Okay, actually, I'm gonna need more than one lever. So how do I want to do this? Okay. I'm sorry, but you were getting so much in the way. So show your working area, right? That is 1, 2, 3. Oh. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We need at least 7, which means if I have to put at least 2 distance upgrades in you. Fan distance. Right, so if I do this, up to 7. If this is 7 by 7 internal area, if I were to do something like your width upgrades, that covers almost the whole. Is that 7 by 7 area? Goes out 3 that way, 3 that way, plus 1 in the center. Goes out 7 that way. That is the whole area. So now I just need something to blow to the center. And okay, so theoretically I have this all done. All I need then is the redstone block for the mob masher. And the ender chest to pick stuff up at the end. And the item collector to put stuff in the ender chest. And that should be everything. Cool, so let's... Do I have cobblestone? I don't think I'm gonna have enough. What happened to all my cobblestone? Oh, shoot. Waze lost a bunch of cobblestone. I was not trying to do that. Oopsies. Okay, let's do it behind this one, right? So we'll do B. Let's leave a few blocks of space, so like 3 blocks of space, and we'll do that. Actually, no, we don't want to start that there because that would be not 3 blocks of space. We want to start back one more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, cool. And I guess it actually technically doesn't matter if I don't put this in the ground one, because we're never going to have glass there. So, oopsies, but, well, I guess maybe in the future we might actually put this to glass, so we might change this to glass. But for now, we're going to leave this as not glass, just for the sake of let's make things easier and make sure the mobs don't die and the grass doesn't get destroyed. The cursed earth, so. Okay, so let's do this. So this comes up like that. So we actually want all these sides to be filled in, except for maybe the front, just for now, temporarily. But, okay, cool. So we're filling this in. I wasn't planning on doing this today, but it kind of just popped up randomly, so we'll go with it. Today I was just planning on getting that crafting to be a much cheaper cost of operations, but this kind of popped up as I was like, yeah, it's something that needs to get done. Probably should have done it in the last episode when I was doing this with all the other things, but I'll do it right now. So I thought this would be quick. Turned out it wasn't. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, boop, boop, and then that there. So now what we would do is we'd put you there, just in case we needed a light to ever stop this for some reason, right? And then right here is where we put the fan. We put distance upgrades and that upgrades in there. If we show the area, that should be the whole area of this. Good hide area. So now what we also want is we want a fan here. And so you should be able to show area. You can put right there. That's good enough. So you should be also able to do the same. So now everything that spawns in here gets put into this, gets kind of pushed to this spot right here, or somewhere in between these three spots. Now how did I do that? Did I inlay that into the glass? I think I did. Now technically, okay, so I didn't know I could just do a backup block like that, but if I can do a backup block like that, I could all I have to do really then is just put the mob masher right here. Well, I want to probably have it like kind of facing in, right? So I could do something like this gets put right here, and then of course you would be there. You'd be there. Break that. Do that. Or just put that and that in there. And then we would do something like putting up the glass right here. Why don't I... Well, actually, the fans aren't on yet, so this is fine. So what we'll do is we'll do something like this. So in the center of the room, I want to do something like that. Cursed Earth. Mobs can now spawn there. Like crazy, as you can see. A lot of mobs in there. Now the goal is just grab levers and then do that. They'll be getting pushed. Grab levers, they'll be getting pushed because they're not getting pushed into the center. And now with this one, you'll hear everything's getting killed. It's all getting pushed into the center as fast as it can. It kind of is doing a not amazing job because certain mobs are kind of pushing back against fan, which is fine. This witch does not want to die for some reason. There's also other mobs that are getting in the way of blocking them, and there we go, and that slime should be pushing there any second now. Or the Golden Hunter will, or he just somehow is invulnerable. But okay, he gets killed, so eventually everything does get killed. And it gets thrown into this chest right here. Cool, which means that spiders should theoretically spawn in there, and then at some point that means we get string in here. Which is what we wanted. Right, so we should be seeing string. That might go up at some point in the future. We might also want to make drawers for them. Like probably over here, because we're starting to run out of storage. But I don't know exactly what all the mob drops are in this mod pack of everything that's going to spawn in there. So I think we'll just leave it up to fate. Yeah, we did get a spider there. So in theory, we probably did get some more string there. So we should be above what string now? We were at 15. We're now sitting at 21. Yeah, we made some string. Perfect. Okay. This is a good place to end this episode off because, yeah, I was not really planning on doing this today. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. Like, comment, subscribe if you did. And I am out.